Good morning, everybody. Hello, this is Devlin again, coming to you, bringing you another message fresh and early this morning. It's actually about 5:15 here in Sydney, and I've been up for about an hour and a half, done some morning rituals, meditation, had a word with God, and I thought, hey, let's get started with this day. You may have seen the question in my video, how does one love themselves? So about 4:30 this morning, one of the brothers from across the other side of the world posed that question to me. And what I mean by one of the brothers, I'm a part of a community on a particular Facebook group, and one of the brothers sent me that message and has inspired me to actually share short videos this week talking about this exact topic. How do we love ourselves? You see, one of the best people that we can influence out there is ourselves. To influence ourselves, because when we're in our better state of being, we can go out there and make a difference on other people's lives. Actually, I want to go back a bit. When I saw that question, how does one love themselves? I just thought, what a wonderful question. What a wonderful question. And I believe that this question would actually serve so many people out there, especially if you've gone through heartbreak, especially if you're in a dark space. And it reminds me of the story I was going to go into about influence. You know, a lot of people, we would tend to look after others or give great advice to other people, yet we don't apply the same advice to us or that same sort of care. So really there's that saying that we need to look after ourselves first in order to go and look after others as well. So let's keep to that topic of love. A lot of people are wanting validation, acknowledgement, or love from other people without realizing that it really starts with us first, that we need to know how to love ourselves first. You see, if we're not loving ourselves, we find it hard to receive love from others. If we're not loving ourselves first, it becomes harder to be able to love others. So it really starts with ourselves. And it reminds me of a beautiful story. I can't remember if it was Les Brown or Dr. Wayne Dwyer, who was talking about a man who loses his keys. He's got his car keys in his nighttime, and he's in his house. And while he's walking around the house with his keys, the lights turn off and he drops the keys and loses them. So the man who's trying to find the keys, he can't find them in the dark, and he notices a lamp light on outside. So he goes out under the lamppost outside and he starts to look for his keys. Then a neighbor comes out, one of his friends, and the neighbor's like, hey bro, what's going on? And the guy goes, oh, I'm trying to find my car keys. So the neighbor starts helping him, and they're on the ground and they start looking for the keys and wonder, where are the car keys? Where are the car keys? The neighbor asks this man, so where did you drop the keys? And the man says, inside the house. And the neighbor says, well, why are we outside looking for it here? And the man goes, well, there's no use moping around in the dark trying to find something. I'd rather be here in the light. You see, for me, the moral of that story is that sometimes when we need to look for things, we need to stop going on the outside, trying to go to where the light and the brightness is to find the answers, because all the answers that we need right now are within inside. And with inside, I'm meaning inside our hearts, inside our bodies, and more specifically, inside our minds. So it's about starting within the inside. How do we love ourselves? It's about starting with us, not seeking love or validation from other people. And throughout this week, I'm going to give you more exercises or more tips or advice on how we can find love for ourselves. But right now, I'd love for people to comment here and give me your answer on how does one find love within themselves. To end, I'm going to end with the word of decision. So I started this conversation about to influence, the best person we can influence is ourselves. You see, when we influence ourselves to be our best, when we influence ourselves to be our ideal person who we want to be, we're in such a better form and state to be able to go out and make a difference on other people's lives. And we call that contribution. Contribution is one of the 6 human core needs that every single person needs. And to give contribution to others, it gives us significance. And so to be at our best game, to be on our best selves, we're able to create better results. You see, there is another saying too, if you don't like the way things look, if you change the way you look at things, things will start to look different. If you change the way you look at things, things will start to look different. So there's another good advice I'd love to give you too. It's about your perspective and it's about your mindset and trying a new way of seeing things. It reminds me of one of the great principles I live by, which is what you focus on is what you get. But however, today it's dark right now. It's cold, but I'm feeling wonderful. I'm ready for this day. And so I would love to hear from you about what you think someone can do to be able to love themselves. I look forward to delivering another 4 more days of this. Let me do 5 videos this week based on how does one love themselves. Such a great question, and I think it's a wonderful thing for us to ask ourselves as well. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a wonderful day. This is Devlin all the way from Sydney.